Welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today's project is a super simple winter wonderland. And we were inspired by some books that we looked at. This one is The Snow Angel. And inside, this is actually right inside the cover here. It's like the cover page. There is a beautiful winter wonderland. And we're here in Florida and we're just dreaming about snow. Last week, there was a little bit of cold, wasn't there? But we did not see snow flurries, of course. Here's another beautiful winter wonderland picture here. This came from the cover of National Geographic, or National Wildlife. That was a long time ago. Boy, that was 1983. Ooh, I sure do save stuff, don't I? I'm here with a class of second graders. And how old are we today? 7 and 8? Wow, and a couple 9-year-olds. So you can see, when we look at winter pictures, some of the dark shadows appear to be what color? Here, look on the snowman here. This is the cover of this book, Snow Friends. Look at the shadows. These are blue. So we start off with some blue paper here. And this is so easy. Now I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. We want to put in some kind of hilly mountain first. And then we're going to put in some sky. And we're going to do, see, the first thing we're going to do is the bottom hilly mountain and then a little bit of sky. Let's look at this artist from the Snow Angel book here. You see how the sky starts off really very, very, very light blue, and then it goes to darker blue as it reaches the hills here in the horizon line. So that's what we're going to be doing. So very easy. We just simply add a horizon line, and it's better not to do a straight one. This is a straight one right across, but you want to make it more exciting. So I'm going to start with a little hill, here, and then I'm going to come down just like that. Now the top, I'm going to take my chalk, and you can use the side of your chalk even, and I'm just going to color the top of the hills. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more just white chalk on the top, and then I'm just going to blend with my finger here, lightly. You never want to blow this chalk dust in the air, because if you blow it in the air, you're going to breathe it. And now I'm just going to blend it in, the bottom edge only, see? Because I want some to be bright white. I'm just going to blend the bottom edge in, add a little bit more here. I'll make a drift, a snow drift here, coming down, just to make it more interesting. And then I'm just blending this in with my fingers. And then you can even come back and add a little brighter white on top of that. Now, if you were a professional artist, a lot of professional artists don't blend with their fingers. And I was always taught in college, never blend with your fingers. But for this purpose, this is just regular white chalkboard chalk. We're going to blend with our fingers. But if you're going to be doing it the professional way, I always like to teach you the right way. You usually use this little paper stomp, it's called, and you blend with the stomp. And the reason is because if I want to go back and add more detail, I've kind of blended out the tooth and the oils in your hands. Your hands have oils in them. They get on the paper, and then it doesn't accept this chalk pastel as well. But that's the professional way. But we're 7, 8, and a couple kids are 9, so we can blend with our fingers. But I want you to know the right way. Now, if you take the top sky, we want to go from light to dark. So I'm going to do the same process. Take your top sky, add a little bit of white color here, and then, of course, blend. You can even blend if you want to do it. You can blend with a cotton ball. I don't know if I have any cotton balls on hand, but I do have this cloth here. You could even just blend with a cloth or cotton ball. That way you're not adding your oils to your paper. And I'm going to lightly blend, and you can see how that blends up nice. Right there. Ooh, that does look good. Okay, so, or a Q-tip even would work for blending. That would work. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to simply glue on. Here's some nice trees. So I have some trees that are cut. I cut some different papers out of scrapbook paper, triangles. And you're going to take 3 trees cut. And you can do a variety of colors, whatever you want. Now, I would do, you want to have foreground, middle ground, and background. So if you have something in the foreground, it's going to be bigger. And then in the middle ground, it's going to be a little bit smaller. And let's try this one. A little bit smaller. And then in the way background, it's going to be shorter and smaller even more. Because the farther you are, the things get smaller. I'll put one way back here. How about that? So foreground is in the front, middle ground, and background. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and glue them on once you're done that. So I'm going to add a little glue. Now that is enough glue. Look at that. For all the trees. Because you don't need a lot of glue on this. So this goes in the middle ground. And then this one is going in the background, way over here. If you want to bring it up a little bit higher, you can. And then what I do is I take my chalk and I just simply put a little bit of chalk underneath, a little bit of chalk, and blend it out. Like I said, you don't have to blend too much. And now we're going to glue on our snowman. And for the snowman, we're just going to do 3 circles. And I do have them pre-cut as well. These were actually left over from a Day of the Dead project we did. This was the inside. Remember that? We did those Day of the Dead masks?
Yeah.
And this was inside the eyes, yeah. So Miss Blushie saves everything. Now place your snowman. Now I want him a little bit lower on my page because he's going to be the center and he's going to be in the foreground. And just simply put a dot. Wipe like I did before. See that? Wipe. 1 dot does it all. So here's the head. And actually the head I want to tilt on its side here. These aren't exact circles. And then his middle I want the larger. And there you go. And now you just simply add any details you'd like. Now I kind of made this like a frosty with a corncob pipe. You can put some carrot nose. These are some coal, a top hat. We've got a scarf. And then add little Wonderland creatures here. This one was, I got that, I was inspired by the National Geographic bunny in the snow. Here, little winter bunny in the snow. So have fun decorating your winter wonderland. Here's some examples from a 1st grade class, and the students here are
6
and 7. And I wanted to show you the variety of what they did. We did add some scarves, and we used just a paper strips for scarves. I had some wrapping paper that I ran through a paper shredder. And look at the little details that they're putting in. They're putting in some arms and the hats and the little stems of the trees. We even have some feet here on that one. This one's an interesting one. I like the way they made it a snow hill and put the snowman on top of the hill. That was fun. So any way that you want to decorate it. I even like this grouping of trees. It's like a little mini forest. And then the wind, the way she did the chalk on the sky makes it look like the wind is blowing the snow, which is real interesting. And look at the cool patterning. She found this pattern paper in our scrap bucket and put some on there as well. And here's my finished example. You can put little sparkles for snowflakes or cut out your own snowflakes or make snowballs flying in the air or snowflakes flying in the air for a windstorm. I just put some sequins on for eyes, nose, and mouth. Actually, the nose I cut out of scrap construction paper as well as the hat. And there is the scarf there. So have fun creating your winter wonderland.